Roger Stone here for Colonial Metals Group. Colonial Metals Group helps Americans protect their future with the most trusted store of wealth in human history. That's actual physical gold and silver. If you're retiring or you're retired, go to colonialmetalsgroup.com/stone right now for your free Roger Stone Colonial Metals Group Retirement Protection Kit, or call 800-747-6589. That's 800-747-6589. Call now to receive your free home safe and up to $7,500 in free silver.
And you guys, we have now Miranda Devine. We were talking about blabbermouth, John, and joining us now is the great investigative journalist with the New York Post, the one and only Miranda Devine. Miranda, first let's get to this guy. You broke the big story, of course, of what was going on with this guy. He's the spokesman at the Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office, and you hear him clear as day on the tape saying that, you know, it was a political case, that if it wasn't Trump, they wouldn't bring these charges. Everybody in real estate in New York does it, but they picked Trump. Maybe I use the women made me do it excuse, Miranda. But now he's saying, oh, I'm so sorry. It was a weak moment, if you will.
Yes, indeed. I hope I'm not the blabbermouth. I think all of you guys put me to shame.
No, he's the blabbermouth, the guy, the U.S. attorney. We would never say that to you.
Well, no, I would like to be a blabbermouth, but unfortunately I don't have the gift of the gab like you guys do. But look, this was an amazing story, and it was actually broken by Stephen Crowder's Mug Club, who was a lot of people who used to be at Project Veritas, and they do this undercover sting operation. They did it on this guy who's the chief spokesman for the Southern District of New York for the Department of Justice, and he spoke the truth. And no matter what he says after the fact, he's right. It is a travesty of justice. Alvin Bragg only brought this lawfare against Donald Trump for his own political ambition, because he wants to be mayor or have some, you know, vaulted political office in the future, and he knows that this is going to put him in good odor with the Democratic Party and their Trump deranged followers. So that's what they did, and this guy is from the federal DOJ, and he, I'm sure, is reflecting the feeling of his non-corrupt colleagues, prosecutors who know the truth and try to do the right thing, and they are just disgusted by the lawfare, by the way that Alvin Bragg and all these other elected Democrat prosecutors around the country have perverted justice, have stacked up all these bogus charges just to dirty up Donald Trump and turn him into a liability as a candidate. But as this guy, Nicholas Biaggi, said, it has backfired on the Democrats. It didn't work. So now Judge Merchan has blinked. He's realized, and the people controlling him behind the scenes have realized, that they're actually just making Trump more popular. And so they've decided to back off until after the election.
Yeah, you believe it's him saying, wait a minute, we don't want to make him a martyr. I mean, I think it's so transparent. It is such unbelievable lawfare. And you juxtapose that with what happened with Joe Biden. I mean, they put out the report and no repercussions there with Joe Biden.
No, but at least thanks to the very brave whistleblowers, especially Gary Shapley and Joe Ziegler from the IRS, Hunter Biden has had to be held accountable in a court of law, and he has pleaded guilty to 9 charges. But even better than that, the judge there, who seems like a straight, honest, fair judge, Judge Mark Scarsi, just wouldn't have any nonsense. He made Hunter sit there and listen to the entire 1-hour indictment be read out. And it was read out in open court, and he was had to agree. Scarsi forced him to agree that every word of that was true. And so for the first time in his life, he's had to admit guilt. He's had to take blame for something he's done. And we know Joe Biden's no good at that either. Joe Biden always avoids blame. So it just stops the Bidens from doing their usual gaslighting and lies about this case. They have to admit that, there was an influence peddling scheme, and that Hunter and his family raked in millions of dollars from China and Ukraine and everywhere else. And it's just the tip of the iceberg. Of course, you know, we remember that completely aborted investigation of Hunter in Delaware that was run by David Weiss, now the special counsel trying to save face.
Right.
And they just allowed the statute of limitations to run out on the most important charges. But still, it is a measure of accountability, and it's a measure of vindication for the whistleblowers who are still being retaliated against. I think people should not forget these whistleblowers. Their work is not done, and we all need to stick up for them and ensure that the IRS stops retaliating against them. They really are having a hell of a time. They're being forced out of the jobs that they love and are very good at. So we need to just remember them and keep their plight in the public eye.
Yeah, real quick, Miranda and Cox.
And Miranda, if it had been a trial and appeals, it could have run beyond Biden's term in office, and he could not have a ability to pardon. And that might have been a consideration also.
Yeah.
I'm sure, absolutely. And also, I mean, there would have been splashback on Kamala Harris because she kept secret Biden's cognitive decline. She also kept secret what everyone in the Obama White House knew as well, which was the corruption that was going on right under their nose while Joe was VP and beyond.
Yeah, absolutely. Miranda, bravo. Keep up the great work.
Miranda, you are a winner on this one.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.